everyone, it's Book Crazy Katie. Today's video is The Magician's Review and Rant, and please find me on social media at the following links. Hey everyone, it's Book Crazy Katie. Today's video I want to talk to you about The Magicians by Lev Grossman. And you guys have already heard me say a little bit about The Magicians on my 24 and 48 readathon. However, I finished reading the book, finally, There are parts of the book that are like... Sorry, I don't know what that noise is. It might be the neighbor's cat. There are parts of the book that are like absolutely fantastic and very captivating and engrossing and just suck me in. And then like other parts of the book that are just so long and dull and can't get through it, especially since like you don't like the characters. Like, I don't know how you go into that liking any of the characters, especially the main character. Like, Quentin Coldwater, fucking asshole. I'm sorry, like, he's a mopey asshole. Like, I wish that he was more likable, but he's not. And, I can deal with unlikable narrators. Like, I love Gillian Flynn novels, and she writes unlikable main characters, And then, like, I've done John Irving, like, in John Irving's characters, I feel like you feel a little more tenderness towards them, but they're not necessarily the most likable people. They're very flawed and do all kinds of crazy things, and you're like, what is going on, But, like, Quentin Coldwater, not likable. Every once in a while, I almost felt a tinge and, like, oh, you're almost likable, but no, he wasn't. And, like, I feel like the sci-fi show The Magicians, which is based on the books, I feel like they did a fantastic job with it. And I don't know how, because like there's a lot of stuff they had to sift through and get rid of, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of the story that is in the TV show, I think some of it's coming from the second book, because Julia is barely mentioned at all. Like, I want to say 3 or 4 points in the book is she like mentioned or a presence, and 2 of them are very freaking brief. Like, she's more of a presence at the beginning of the book, and even then, not that much. And I was looking up reviews on the second book because I was really trying to decide if I should read it, because the end of The Magicians was pretty freaking good, but to have so much of the book where nothing's really happening is not okay with me. I don't like that. Like, I wish authors would get over it and start making like cohesive books, because like the main protagonist in the book that isn't Quentin, because I think Quentin's kind of his own protagonist, like he's in his own way, and he's probably the main problem with the book is that he's fucking in his own way. But as far as like the main outside protagonist, it's barely mentioned in the book, and there's the battle scene with him, and then there's a lot of book that continues after that with Quentin dealing with the side effects or like resolution of the book, and it's just like, oh come on, get deal with it. You guys made your decision, she made her decision, you made your decision, and it didn't end out for the best, but you guys defeated something. You got to go to the Fillory, the place you wanted to. I'm sorry it wasn't what you wanted it to be, but that's what life is. It doesn't live up to expectations a good deal of the time, and I feel like he's worse than most people about accepting it. And so I really didn't enjoy The Magicians that much. I enjoyed parts of it immensely, but the rest of it was very boring. I thought that it was going to be very different. I love the TV show. I've only seen the first season because that's all that's on Netflix at the moment, unless they've added another season. But I really loved it and had really high hopes for it, and was really disappointed. I think the TV show highlighted the best parts. I think they did a good job in making the Beast more of an issue throughout the whole first season, rather than just having him come up here and there. I like the way they dealt with Alice's brother's death more. I think they made Quentin a little less unlikable. Like, he's a whiny, mopey kid, and he never seems quite happy, but somehow he's a little endearing in the TV show. Like, he has something that, like, draws you to him, whereas in the book, you're just like, shut the fuck up, asshole. I like that Penny is included more in the TV show. I also like that they show more Julia and the head witches in the TV show, but I have a feeling, based on reviews that I read and description I read off of Goodreads, that some of what they're showing in the TV show is coming from the second book, because it looks like Julia is supposed to be one of the queens that goes to Fillory. I guess I'm doing spoilers. I'm sorry, guys. And so, like, I think that's where some of the stuff for the TV show came from, as far as Julia comes into play. But, like, I don't know. Like, I just really wish it could have been better. Like, you know, there's certain aspects where I felt like, oh, this is really good for, you know, the end or the beast. Like, the beast is freaking very disturbing creature, you know? Like, when you get to the battle scene with him, like, it's very disturbing and, like, horrendous, and it's like, holy cow, this just happened, you know? But, and, like, you know, things didn't turn out that well for Quentin and his friends, or kind of friends. But, like, and it's okay that it didn't have, like, happy ending or super happy ending, but I don't know, like, I just would have liked Quentin to be more likable, and I would have liked felt like there was more to the book and felt like there was a point to it. Like, so much I was reading and I'm like, why is this in here? Why is this in here? Why can't this go? Like, this is way too much freaking transitional filler bullshit. Like, get rid of it. It's not essential to the main thing. I didn't know what the main, like, quest or theme or point of the book was. Like, it just was a rambling mess, and I guess I kind of am a rambling mess, but I'm not trying to write a book, so that's okay. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant, because I don't know if it's really a review, but let me know if you guys have read the Magician's trilogy. Let me know if it's worth going to the second and third book, because right now I'm really not inclined to do it. I don't feel that there was enough action and explanation and enough to keep me motivated to read it. You know, there just wasn't enough in there. Like, when it was interesting, it was super interesting, but for most of the book, it just fell flat. And so, oops, that's my water bottle. I moved my hands around a bunch, and I just knocked it over. But, like, for me, it was just not worth reading, you know, and I don't know if I could go through the second and third book if they're written the same. So, if you've read the trilogy and you felt similar to the first book, let me know if it got better with the second and third book. If you want to like this video, please do, and if you want to comment, please leave comments. I appreciate them. See you guys later. Bye.